Hello, welcome to this video. It's going to be a very chilled sequence, a lot of floor work. As you can see, I'm wearing my glasses because I'm trying to ration my contact lenses during these times. I've got like a sore finger from doing something in garden. I can't put too much pressure on my hand, and for some reason my right hip is playing up. So yeah, this is going to be a chilled session, chilled sequence. So get yourself comfy. If you want a couple of pillows, you can grab those as well for a forward fold that we're going to start with. Otherwise, just take it easy, see how you go. So we'll start laying on your back. So if you want to come onto your back, okay, and just bend the knees, take the feet flat to the floor. I'm going to bring the arms above the head, if that's comfortable for you. If it's not, then bring them to maybe down next to your body, if that feels better. Okay, but bring in the arms, if possible, up above the head, and close the eyes. So we're going to take a deep breath in, through the nose, and out of the mouth. And again, breathe in. And out of the mouth. Now I'd like you to continue breathing in this way for a few more rounds, lengthening each breath that you take and allowing the exhale to get a little bit slower. And now softly bring the lips together. And we're going to breathe just in and out of the nostrils, allowing the body to start grounding down, so you can notice the mat underneath your feet, especially under that heel of that foot. You can feel the lower back grounding down. The weight of your shoulders, of your arms, resting. And you're connecting with your breathing in maybe a way that you've not done so far during your day. So if you've been busy or a bit anxious or anything, use these moments to notice the rhythm, how it flows through the belly, through the ribs, through the chest. And release any tension that you might be holding on to in your jaw. And take a little scan here, observe how you feel at the start of this practice. You can notice these things on an energetic level, see how you're at. You can notice any physical things that are happening with your body right now. Still keeping the breathing soft and steady. And then begin to lift the feet up off the floor and bringing the knees in towards you. We're going to take the hands to the knees or to the shins and start to open the eyes. Okay, begin rocking side to side. Don't have to go all the way over, it can be very small baby movements. And then extend both the legs up towards the ceiling, so you're pushing out through the heels of the feet, toes coming in, and then bend the knees, bringing them back up. So raise up to the ceiling, push out through the heels. Your hands can be on your thighs, or perhaps you'd rather them down on the floor. And bend the knees. We'll do one one more of those. So extending the legs nice and long. Get as much length in the back of the legs as you can. And release. So we're going to come up. So either roll onto your side or rock yourself up into seated. Okay. Start to extend the legs away from you. So this is where, if you want, you can take a couple of cushions. Okay. So maybe some nice big ones, and we're going to start with a forward fold. Okay, so you're going to fold yourself over the cushions. But the key here is to keep the heels pushed out. Okay, so if we relax the toes, we're not going to get much of a stretch through the back of the legs. We want to keep the heels pushed out, the toes up towards the ceiling, and relax the head down towards the pillow. If you're not using pillows, then just come into a forward fold. The hands can come onto the shins. Maybe you want to take them all the way down to the feet. Just see how you feel, especially depending on what time of day you're doing this video. If it's first thing in the morning and you are feeling a bit tight, then pillows might be a good option. Okay, so resting here. I say resting, the legs are still doing a little bit of work. Keeping the toes up and breathing in and out of the nose. Okay, and after a few breaths, you might feel that you can start to fold further a little bit more. So experiment, maybe take one of the pillows away if you're using pillows and fold forward. Maybe you want to get rid of both of them now. Still working, hinging at the hips here. So inhaling, exhaling, hinging forward. Okay, I'm going to stay here for a few more. Good, one more. And start to bring yourself back up to a long spine. We're going to bend the right knee and bring the foot as far up the leg as feels comfortable. Okay, drop the knee down towards the floor. Keep the left leg active still. Take the right hand behind you and the left hand over to the right knee. We're going to breathe in, exhale for a twist, taking the gaze over towards the back of the mat. Come back around to the center, and we're going to fold forward over this left leg again. So hands can come either to the shin, use a strap if you've got a strap, or taking the hands down towards the foot. Okay, keep the shoulders down from the ears and rolled back. And one more breath. And bring yourself back up. We're going to lift this knee up, extend the leg out. Okay, so left leg comes in. Okay, left hand sweeps behind you. You're taking the right hand over to the left knee this time. Breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Gaze over towards the back of your mat. Keep these toes up on the right foot. And release, back round to the front. Okay, fold forward over this right leg. So either hands to the shin, strap, or hands to the foot. Again, shoulders down from the ears. Breathe in. Exhale, folding. Keep pushing out through the heel of the foot. And making your way back up. Take the soles of the feet together for Baddha. So knees coming out to each side. If you've got those pillows and you want to prop the pillows under the legs, then go ahead and do so. And we're going to breathe in. Exhale, folding forward. Use those elbows on the inside of the calves to help open the knees. Keeping the shoulders down from the ears, rolling back, so maintaining space in the chest. up, so a long spine. Now either stay in here in Baddha Konasana, or we're going to come into Malasana, into your yogi squat. So feet as wide as the mat, and then pressing yourself up, bringing the elbows to the inside of the knees. So you're helping to open the hips here. Hands to heart center in prayer. As I say, if this is too uncomfortable for you, then come back to Baddha Konasana. Okay, lift up through the spine, shoulders back. A few breaths here. Good, and release. You can take the hands down and bring yourself onto all fours. Okay, pad under your knees if you need to. Stack the shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, drop the belly down, arch the back. Exhale, press into the hands, push out between the shoulder blades, gaze to the belly. Inhaling up. Exhale, rounding. Good, do a few more of these in your own time. And after your next exhale, we're going to tuck the toes under and come into a downward facing dog. Okay, so spread the fingers wide, lift the knees, take the tailbone up, and then pedal the heels up and down. Okay, so aim to have the feet about 2 fists apart as you pedal the heels. Okay, now gaze between your hands. We're going to step the left foot through to the top of the mat. Okay, so help it along if you need to, and we're going to drop that back knee down. Okay, inhale, raise the arms up, and then start to turn and bring the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. Okay, inhale, lift up through the chest, and take the hands down towards the floor. Release the hands, take the left hand to the inside of the foot, and we'll take a twist. Reach up through the right hand towards the ceiling. Okay, if you want to make it a bit more active, lift that back leg, otherwise keep it grounded. Gaze towards the right hand. And release, take that right hand down. We're going to start to turn towards the right side of the mat, so the long edge, and come into Skandasana. So that left foot's towards the long edge, your right leg's extended, toes up, left hand stays grounded, extend through the right arm. And release. Okay, we're going to come into a low lunge, facing towards the back of the mat. So start to turn towards the back of your mat. Left knee drops down, come up into a low lunge. Okay, so your front knee over the ankle. Inhale, raise the arms. We're going to keep them raised this time. So extend and bring in length through the sides of the waist as you reach up. Good, and release hands down through the heart center. That right hand grounds, the left arm extends towards the ceiling this time. Again, you have that option of raising the back leg. And release. Okay, we're going to turn towards the long edge of the mat again, this time having the right knee bent and the left leg extends, the toes up towards the ceiling with the left foot. Right hand grounds, left arm reaches up. And release. Good. We're going to come into Prasarita Padottanasana, so bring yourself up onto both feet, Facing the long edge of your mat, the toes pointing towards the long edge. Good, hands towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. Take the crown of the head down, lifting up through the tailbone. Okay, so draw the elbows through underneath the legs. So you can start to work the heels of the hands back in line with the heels of the feet. Good. Coming up halfway, and then start to turn towards the top of your mat again. Okay, ground the hands, drop the back knee, come back into a tabletop. Okay, sink back into a child's pose. So this can be wide-kneed child's pose if you prefer. And have the arms extended. Drop the forehead to the mat. Close the eyes and take a few breaths here. Bring your head up off of the mat, walk the hands in towards you. Okay, come up onto the knees, so pad under if you need, hands round to the lower back. Inhale, lift up the chest, keep the hips pushed forward and gaze up, creating a little bit of a back bend here in camel, modified version of camel. Back to a long spine. And this time a restorative child's pose. So hands back by the feet, drop the forehead to the mat. And gaze to the top of the mat. Bring the hands to the top. We're going to lower down onto your belly. Okay? So come down onto the forearms. We want to have the shoulders stacked above the wrists, and then the elbows and wrists aligned as well. Okay, coming into Sphinx pose. So lift up the chest, draw the shoulders back, and gaze in front of you. Keep the chin parallel with the floor, and breathe. There's some real nice heart openers in this practice this evening, especially if you've been sitting a lot on the sofa or at a desk or anything. So encouraging the shoulders back, encouraging that space through the heart center, through the heart chakra. And release. Take your hands down onto the floor and then release your forehead onto your hands. And you have a little rock of your hips from side to side. Good. And now bring the hands under your shoulders. Keep the elbows hugged in. We're going to inhale, lift the chest. Okay, so keep the hands grounded. Keep lifting through the chest, shoulders back. Tuck the toes, press up into downward facing dog. And again, have the bit of a walk up and down with the heels here. Gaze between the hands. We're going to come down onto the mat. So step your feet through, lower yourself down, and come onto your back. Okay. Keep the feet about hip width apart. Okay. And palms down next to the body. Okay, press into the feet, keep the gaze up towards the ceiling, and inhale, lift the hips up. If you want the option, you can roll the shoulders under and interlace the fingers, bringing the palms together. So this is really nice, this one, because it really encourages that deep belly breathing. There's something about being able to see the body move as you breathe. A couple more. And release. Take the spine down first and then release the hips. TikTok the legs from side to side. Right, keep the left foot grounded, bring the right leg in towards you. Okay, so here you can either take the hands behind the leg. As you extend, you can take a strap around the sole of your foot, or you can take first 2 fingers around the big toe as you extend. And have the heel pushed up, the toes coming in. Drop the shoulders as well. And release, take that foot down. Do the left side. So again, hand behind the leg, strap, or first 2 fingers loop around the big toe as you extend. And release, take the foot down. Okay, we'll enter into happy baby. So bring the tops of the legs in towards the belly. Want to keep them about shoulder width apart, so the knees are roughly in line with the shoulders. And then you lift the lower part of the leg, take a hold of the calves, the shins, or take the hands to the outside edges of the foot, okay? And then encourage the knees down towards the floor. So this is really good for the hips. Release the big toes together, keep the knees wide, and then take a hold of the ankles, alright? So you're taking the full support of your legs. Now Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together, the knees drop out to each side. Again, pad under it with pillows if you want, and we'll bring the hand onto the belly. Okay, let's close the eyes here. Take a deep breath in and out. Good, and again, breathe in. Exhaling, let go of your day. Let go of anything that's niggling you at the moment. Okay, it's not going to serve you at this time, so let it go. Pick it up another time if you need to. Couple more breaths here. Going back to that feeling of being grounded, of being supported. And letting go. Let go of the tension if it's being held in the body. Let go of any expectations of how you thought your day should have gone, what should have happened. Doesn't matter. Let's let go of it. In fact, let's breathe out of the mouth. Let's take a big breath in. Let's let go. One more. Okay, so you're holding on to anything still, let's let go one more time. Okay, bring the knees back together. Lengthen the legs down to the floor. Take the arms above the head. Stay here for a second. And start to bring the knees in towards your chest. You're going to flash the eyes open here and come back up into seated. So I hope you enjoyed. I did a practice. I always do this to my knees. I don't know why. I hope you enjoyed that practice. As it's nice, slow, chilled one that you can do at any time of the day. Particularly nice in the morning if you're struggling to wake up at all, or maybe you've had a really busy day and it's just something at the end of the day to help you wind down. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. Feel free to leave me any comments, send me messages. New videos coming out every week.